Welcome back. This is Adawolf of the Wolf Shanza, and we're playing Operation Vengeance. And this is the Comintern 2.2 and 2.3. And here we go. A little recap. Germany just went and they hit all 4 of their technology rolls. So that was pretty impressive. And there's the income tracker. Not much has moved except the Allies have moved up too. And Germany's done some annexations. Other than that, though, the CCP annexed a warlord the first turn, and that's where they are now. And there's been some movements by the British Royal Navy around the board a few places. Not much else happening there. Maginot Line is being defended, looks like pretty heavily. And that's about it. So Japan is gathering their forces in Reihei. And here we go. All right, so we'll start with the CCP. CCP has 6 to spend. And they will spend 1, 2, 3 on an influence roll and 1, 2, 3 on a infantry. Okay, combat movements. We're going to roll into Szechuan here with 2 mountains and a cavalry. So that would be three 2s for the mountains, and the cavalry is reduced from a 3 to a 2 against a 2. We're going to go 1 round here and see if this works. And we have a hit on the cavalry. Ouch. Okay. We'll go 1 more round here. And we have a 2 there. So we have 1 hit on the militia, and we take it. Okay, that was a little painful, but we'll take the Szechuan territory. Okay, the next we're going to do now is we're going to do a recruitment roll against Sinuan here. We have a 3 territories adjacent to Sinuan, so that's a 3, and then we have I gave 3 IPPs, so we need a 6 or less for that. And we hit it again. So the CCP is moving right along here. To be honest, it's a little rare they get, really rare, that they get this much territory on the first 2 turns of the game. Move this back to here. So they'll pick up another 2 infantry, a militia, and the cavalry I just lost, I get it back. Cavalry. So you never know how these rolls will go, but you attempt them anyway and just hope that you hit. That's all you can do. So, okay, and we'll add another 1 to the CCP. And they move up to now 6, even with the KMT. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Okay. So our land zones now go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go up by 2 land zones here, which is good for recruitment rolls. Okay, so probably should have done this before I done recruitment, but we are going to do some non-coms. Going to rail here. We're going to move these 2 back. And technically we would have done the influence role, and now we do the recruitment role. Okay, so we've got recruitment. We've got a 5 or less. You missed it again with an 8. Okay, so that's it for the CCP. Not hitting the recruitment, but we're getting recruitment anyway, so I'm totally satisfied with that. Okay, CCP will collect 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And their turn is over after they place pieces. And they will place their infantry on the board. And that will go into Szechuan, or Shinsi, I guess. Let's put in there. So Shinsi has 2 infantry, 2 militia. Szechuan, 2 mountains. Hopei, 2 infantry, a militia. And Sinwana, which I just annexed, or just recruited, just got 2 infantry, militia, and a cavalry. Okay, that's it for the CCP. We'll move over to Russia now, or actually Spain first. In Spain, they will do no combat. Pretty good defensive setup here for the nationalists, so yeah. They will do a non-com though. Back into here. Then they will get their upgraded infantry from the Allies. And I'll go ahead and put down the Soviet Lend-Lease of 4 for a AAA. Where'd they go? Right there. Okay, so 1 militia gets upgraded. And then we have a AAA as well. And then I'll go into the recruitment role. They have 5 territories, 1, 2, and 3 at the bottom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I need a 5 or less. And a 3. We get it again. So 2 recruitment roles. Republicans are in good positions for defense. And what do I want? Infantry or 2 militia? I think I will take another infantry. So we have Catalonia, 5 infantry, 2 militia, AAA, a fighter, and a medium bomber, heavy cruiser, and port. So, okay. That is the Spanish turn. And Russia, you saw what Russia did, they Lend-Leased, so they'll have nothing after that. Okay. Okay. Just to recap, just my units real quick. All my militia have the militia base on there. Colonials have colonial. It's pretty easy. The mountains have the mountain symbols. The naval units have the naval anchor. Airbornes have airborne symbols on their roundels. The only thing that might be a little confusing is the infantry. They all have, for the most part, the national flag. Japan has their national flag there, Russia, and so forth. And that's pretty much all my units, how every unit is standardized in that sense. Different games have different base colors. I think in the other games I've seen they have green for militia, black for infantry, and so forth and so on. I do have some of that. At least some of my other neutrals are just white, but don't really have a national flag for every country. Some are color-coded. So anyway, it makes it easy to see. South America, for example, most of them are color-coded. Again, infantry has the base on it. militia as their base. So, okay, Soviet Union's turn. You saw what they did. They lend-leased. They purchases was 4. They are AAA. Now we'll go into their turn. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to do first thing we're going to do is a income increase roll. So if I go over to the chart over here, you can see that they're over here now, and they get a D6 income roll. So we'll do that first. Grab a D6. We're going to throw it in this little box here. Just drop it in there, and hopefully it's a high number. And it's a 3. Okay. So nothing new there. Just at least it's not a 1. So they go up 1, 2, 3 to 7. And that's it for that. And then we'll do a tech roll. We're going to do our improved factories. Continue to move that along and keep up with the Germans here. And drop it in there. And it's a 7. So we're keeping right along with the Germans and improved factories. 2 for 2 on the tech rolls. Pretty good for Russia there. Okay. No purchases. You saw those. Lend-lease to Spain. Did that already. Some non-coms here. Start with the Russian Navy. We're going to move 1 submarine. Going to go 1, 2, 3. End up in A7. Okay, on the other side of the board over here, the Far East Fleet. We have a torpedo boat destroyer and a submarine here. Those can move 1, 2 up to P1. Okay, that's all the naval movements. Oh, I do have a combat here. Forgot about this. We're going to do a little border clash here. So you can do 1 round of combat, and the units can't move after. So we have the militia in yellow here. We have all 4 of these guys, or all 1s, and then the fighters in blue, and his is a 2. So here we go. And that was to no avail. We have no hits and no hits. So that's it for that. That's over before it's even started. And that was sort of a waste of resources, but didn't turn out to do anything. So, okay, non-coms. Cavalry will move from Baresia into Amur. Infantry from Western Kazakhstan to Stalingrad. And again, as I go through this, I will erase the movements so I don't double move, which I've done before. Russian goes to North Caucasia here. And the cavalry comes from Royal Kursk, goes 1, 2 to North Caucasia. Takes care of all those guys. We have the motorized 1, 2 up to Royal Kursk. We have the infantry going to here. Tulia, Lipsk. Infantry from Royal Kursk to Smolensk. Infantry from Smolensk to northern Belarusia, and then that infantry goes into Leningrad, along with the Western Russian infantry into Leningrad here. So that takes care of all those. Moscow goes into Western Russia. All that stays. Excuse me. Stays the way it is. So in Leningrad we got 2 infantry, a militia. Korea 2 infantry, Kola 1, Western Russia 1, Smolensk 1, Southern Belarusia 1, Ukraine 1. Stalingrad's got 1. North Caucasia infantry, cavalry. Transcaucasia 2 infantry, cavalry. The planes will stay, let's see, I have 2 rail movements. And I believe I'm going to send another plane to the Far East via the Trans-Siberian Railway. So there we go, we got 2 planes over here now. And that's what we have. Okay, so that's, I think we're done for Russia, except a Mongolian roll, which I forgot last time, but someone picked it up. So we have 4 land zones. I'm going to roll that now. And we hit it. So the Mongols get a infantry. We'll put that in Croyan. Here we go there. Everything's back. So, by the way, I don't know if I told everybody, but these little flags on the board are actually live flags, and if you hover over these, it tells you, at least in my game here, what the objectives are. So I always know on the board when I'm playing where the objectives are, which are pretty much the core of the game. You know, that's what we're all kind of vying for. And then some of these are strategic objectives. Here's the Chinese Civil War, what you get, and here's the one China, the 2 CCP objectives, and there's a few in Russia here, Moscow. Not only objectives here, bonuses. And so these are all over the board. So when I'm playing and I want to know, you know, what's going on, what are strategic points of interest, and I just click on those. So okay, I think we're done. So we'll end. Make sure I got everything placed, everything moved over here. Income is adjusted, so Russia will collect, now they will collect 7. Based on their chart over here, income increase up to 7 income, so that's where we're at. Okay, I will end that on Operation Vengeance, and we'll see y'all next time.